It's really too bad. The little accident you had here. Completely unexpected.
Yeah, too bad. Lord Harkin's new favorite. Dead so soon after joining the family.
We're just lucky I was here to return the chalice to Bengalmo so he could make sure Harkon gets it back.
Wait, what? That's not what we agreed. We take it back together.
Idiot. You didn't really think I'd let you walk out of here either, did you? Bengalmo wants you both dead.
Well, that's just fine. Orthyal told me to finish off anyone who got in the way.
Is someone there?
Sit down!
And one of these days you will become like me. Yeah, you wish.
Yes?
Need something?
Don't get in my way, and I won't tear your arms off.
I see you have returned. Lord Harkon will be pleased. You met Stolf and Salonia, I assume? Lord Harkon and I suspected they might follow you there. Welcome to the politic. Bengalmo and Orthiolf both long for our Lord's throne. Each sought to gain power by using his underling to kill you and keep the chalice for himself. By ensuring the chalice reaches our Lord, you have increased his power over them, and at the same time, deprived them of their little pets. You've done Lord Harkon 2 great services. Take what you've learned to heart, and be careful who you trust. Now, I believe that Lord Harkon wishes to speak with you. I am above the petty squabbles here. I have lived.
I think my
far
father
too long
wanted to
be
see.
bothered with them.
Ah, you are... Yes, I did. When I told you that I was grateful for my daughter's safe return, I told the truth. But I did not tell you everything. Good. Strong instincts and a cunning mind will serve you as well as blade, spell, or claw. As you know, vampires are powerful, but we have limits. Our great enemy is the sun. And until recently, it's an enemy we've had no way to fight. For centuries, I searched for an answer to this problem. I found an old prophecy written by a moth priest. Those scholars who read the Elder Scrolls. The prophecy tells of a time in which vampires will gain power over the sun and will no longer fear its tyranny. I believe the secret to unraveling that prophecy is written in Serana's Elder Scroll. I have ordered the court to assemble. I have a new task for us all to carry out, and that includes you. Come now, and hear my proclamation. Scions of the Night, hear my words. The prophesied time is at last upon us. Soon we will claim dominion over the sun itself, and forge a new realm of eternal darkness. Now that I have reclaimed one of my Elder Scrolls, we must find a moth priest to read it. I have spread false rumors.
Have you ever woken up in the morning with a big cock in your ear?
Skyrim
That damn bird
to
screeched
lure
so
a
loud that I
moth
cooked it
priest
for dinner.
here. Now it is
That's why
time to
stables
see
are a
if
bad
those
place to
efforts
sleep.
have borne fruit.
Luckily, the farmer
Go
didn't find out
forth
about it.
and search the land for rumors of a moth priest within our borders. Look to the cities. Speak to innkeepers, carriage drivers, anyone who would meet a traveler. Go now, and carry out this task. This is my command.
Any idea how you're going to find a moth priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go to for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit. By the Divines, I just realized I've been casting the usual Drain Life and Ice Spike spells so much. You must think my exceptionalism in Magicka is, well, laughable. Well, I'll prove that I did learn more than 3 spells in the last 1,000 years. The essentials like Candlelight, Oak Flesh, some conjuration spells like Flame Atronach, and even some healing spells. If I haven't been casting them now, I'll cast them more. Here we are.
What? Can I assist you?
Yes. The welcome I received felt really cold, even by vampire standards. My father, after all these years, that's the first thing he asked me. I trust you have the scroll. Yes, I have the scroll, gods. Thanks. Sorry, I have a whole host of emotions I don't know how to deal with. My family. It probably wasn't what you'd call normal. Yeah, let's move. I'm glad you're here with me. The Tale of the Great Moth.
About...
Yeah, actually. I definitely didn't expect there to be a war of succession while I was gone. Also, I never expected a Cyrodiilic empire to conquer Tamriel. That Tiber Septum. Even the Remnants didn't achieve godhood. But what do you think of all this? Oh, okay then.
Well known in Skyrim.
Yeah, actually. This might seem a bit heavy, but hear me out. What's your outlook on life? What gets you up every morning?
Well, I'm sure there's probably something.
Okay, just don't thirst for it too much, or else you'll end up like my father. A bit of a Oh? What is it? What do you mean? Well, I guess it's because I never felt that kind of thing was for me. I was always expected to act a certain way, and was never really asked if that was what I truly wanted. I always knew I was meant for more, not like one of those girls who felt pretty and stood inside their castles all day. And then things started getting icy between my parents. That basically hit the nail on the head for me, at least for how I wanted to live. I saw neither of them as role models after that.
Well, then it must be your lucky day, as I know Skyrim like the back of my hand. Of course, I have many other talents, so be sure to let me know if you need me.
Yes. Let's just hope you kill stuff. The bandits, Draugr, Sabercats, and anyone else who'd like to kill us. Getting drunk and being a nuisance, well, maybe. As I've once heard, there's a time and place for everything. Nothing like a goose chase around the whole damned province. I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple 100 years locked away with one would have given me some insight. But no. Turns out, you don't learn much just from sleeping with something. Not at this rate, no. That's a long story. The short version is that my parents and I, we were followers of Molag Bal. Not many people understand the appeal. You keep surprising me. Now, you might already know that Molag Bal is the original source of vampirism. What you probably don't know is that he still grants it to his more impressive followers. This isn't that watered-down child's power that you simply contract from another vampire. We're pure-blood creations of original vampires. We earn this. All right, got anything good? That sounds weird. What are you getting at? Well, that sounds better. I mean, it is a valid concern, really. Fortunately for you, I happen to know an incantation for this. Here, give me your journal. Every time you open it up to look at some quests, you should also now see Serana tracking marker. Move your finger over that, and there you have it. Your very own marker which shows wherever I am at any given point in time. I do trust, though, you will only use this for adventuring purposes and nothing else. I prefer to have some privacy whenever I can, okay? What now? Now that I think of it, there is. What brings you to Skyrim? I see. Well, for what it's worth, I'm glad to have you around. As my guide. Now, show me my homeland. Which I don't even know that well anymore. My book knowledge helps, but not much.
I don't want to hear about it. I want what I asked for. Yes, Spirit, of course. I'll see to it.
So, where are we off to now? Oh, horseback riding. I don't think I do. Never had to travel much back on the island. Though, it wouldn't hurt to try. Tell you what, take me to a stable owner and we can get myself a horse. We'll cross that hurdle when we get there. Do you need something? I have, actually. And if I wasn't an adventurer now, I would probably be running a shop or two. Maybe even a conglomerate, if the divines would permit. Ever since I was a child back on the island, I'd particularly be interested in the merchants that would come to our castle every now and then. Of course, these were weird merchants, to say the least, with peculiar and eccentric collections. These vendors make even Bellathor look weird. My father was kind of into those things, though. I mean, it wasn't anything particularly weird for someone who fancied himself as vampire royalty, and who also was a staunch Daedra worshipper. Point is, there was just something in how these men sold and marketed their products. Kinda made me interested in the whole shopkeeping thing. Weird shopkeeping things, but still. What now? All right. I'm glad you're here. Ready if you are.
I am above the petty squabbles here. I have lived for far too long to be bothered with them.
Are you all right?
Good, Jane.
I never would have
Are you all right?
my own eye.
Are you all right? That was a close one. I didn't expect to be jumped on like that. And those ridiculous masks they wore. Very tacky. Good to know that cultists will always be the same, no matter what era. Could I read that note you've been reading? Thanks. I recall an old book about this cult in the castle's library. This Mirak, though. I've read some stories about him. He was supposed to be the first Dragonborn who ever lived. He was around long before even I was. This might be worth looking into. The College of Winterhold. I've read about this place, but never really been here myself. It's a bit underwhelming, to say the least. Everything just seems so crumbly. Well, that's more for the main city, if you'd even call it that. But the college doesn't seem to be in the best shape either. It also doesn't help that most of the locals here despise the college. At least from what I've heard. So, where are we off to now? What are you getting at? Hey, I wouldn't be falling behind if you didn't start running off for somewhere without telling me. But, hey, anything that'll help us stay together is a plus in my book. I mean, we should try to stay close, but at times that simply isn't possible. Either because of me, or you. So, here it is. Here's a spell I learned, which allows the user to teleport an ally right to their side. Which is me, in this case. Now, don't go overusing this, okay? I personally get a little nauseous whenever I teleport. Yes? All right then. Hold still. So, what's on your mind? Yes, but when I was here it wasn't so crumbly. This used to be a city. I wonder what happened here. That's too bad. Seems awful. Anyway, we should keep moving. We've got a moth priest to find. Very well.